welcome once again to my channel. My name is Chief Francis. So today I'll be showing you how to make your black soap. This black soap is a liquid soap for facial wash. Let's just call it our acne or pimples facial wash. The main base I'm using is our African black soap base, and the type I'm using is Ghana black soap. You can use the Nigerian black soap, you can use the Moroccan black soap, whichever you want you can use, but I'm using the Ghanaian black soap. Okay, so in here I have my nutmeg powder, I have my cloves, and I have my cinnamon powder. Nutmeg reduces pigmentation, it evens out discolorations on the face, it gently exfoliates the skin and acts as a natural toning cleanser. It also helps to shrink the pores, and it also has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. So nutmeg is very good. It should be one of your star ingredients when you want to make your acne facial wash. Okay, so cloves is filled with antibacterial and antiseptic properties. It contains a compound called eugenol that helps in treating acne. It fights the acne bacteria and helps in reducing swelling or redness. So here I have my neem powder. Here I have my neem powder. Neem powder has antibacterial properties that helps a great deal in keeping a check on breakouts like acne, pimples, black or white heads. It helps in clearing out excess oil and dirt from deep within the skin pores. Once the excess oil are cleared from your skin or from the pores of your skin, trust me, you won't have anything to worry about again. Anything like acne will be far from you. So here I have my licorice root extract. Licorice has powerful antioxidants that helps to protect the skin from environmental stressors. It also helps to diminish the appearance of dark spots. Okay, so in this formulation I won't be working with an exfoliant like an AHA or a BHA, because our nutmeg powder has exfoliating properties, so we don't need another additional one. And also I won't be working with any antioxidant again, because licorice root powder is a very powerful antioxidant. This will act as the antioxidant we are going to use in this formulation. Okay, so here I have my turmeric powder. Turmeric helps with acne scarring. It has anti-inflammatory qualities which can target your pores and calm your skin. Turmeric is also known to reduce scarring, and it's also used in brightening the skin. So what it does is to reduce the scarring on your face and at the same time erase or lighten up the acne scars on your face. Okay, so here we have aloe vera powder. Aloe vera powder is very good. It's very good in treating acne. It's very good in treating eczema, rashes, dandruff. In fact, all the botanical powders that are here can be used not just for acne treatment, but for eczema, for rashes, for dandruff. You can also use it to wash your hair. Here I have my salicylic acid. It has congealed a bit. For you to properly melt your salicylic acid, you need to use propylene glycol or a mixture of propylene glycol and glycerin to dissolve your salicylic acid. It might not dissolve properly, but you can still add it that way in your formulation. And here I have what we call our pink powder. This is a herbal powder for those of you who have come across women that sells black soap, you will also see them selling this powder. This powder helps to clear up blemishes from the skin. Whatever blemishes you have on your skin, this powder will help to clear them up. Apart from clearing blemishes, it is also a foam booster. It is going to make your formulation or your soap to foam very well. Okay, so here is our arrow. Okay, so if you are making your black soap and you don't add this, then honestly I don't know the kind of black soap you are making, because this is like an anti-irritant. It is going to help to prevent any irritation from occurring from the use of this black soap. You will not have any irritations at all. It is also going to help to clear up, you know, any yama that you have on your skin. Arrow is very good to use, okay, but please do not use this raw. It always has to be diluted in your formulation or with your formulations. Okay, so in here I have my emollient, I have my humectant, I have my moisturizers. In here I have my neem seed oil, I have my honey, I have my arrow. I have poured my arrow in here. Okay, and I also have my what's it called, PKO, which is we call it soap oil or palm kernel oil. This will help because black soap dries out the skin, so we need a form of moisturizer and a form of like a humectant to help to moisturize our skin and for our skin not to be dried. And after this, I'm going to be using my xanthan gum to thicken it. I will show you guys how to work with xanthan gum. You don't have to pour it directly to your formulation. If not, it is going to form lumps. To properly use this, you will have to dilute it with your vegetable glycerin. But I'll be doing that once I'm done mixing all this up. And the last but not the least is my preservative. Okay, so for the measurement, I'm using 800 ml of black soap. This is 600 ml. I have the other parts in here, so I'm using 800 ml of my black soap, and I'm using 2% of my powders, which is 16 grams each of the powders. You can use between 2 to 4%. It all depends on you. Okay, so right now I'm going to pour in my aloe vera powder. Okay, so sorry, to dissolve this, I blended my basil leaves. That is what we call unchuangu in Igbo, and we call it, is it efurun or something in Yoruba. I blended it, and the juice is what I used in diluting my black soap, in melting my black soap. You can use any herbs. You can use neem leaf juice. You can use any herbs to dilute your to melt your soap. You can even use extracts like from fruits. You can use the juice of orange, lemon juice, or whatever to melt your black soap. But I used the basil leaves. I blended it and used the juice to dilute to melt my soap. I left it overnight for it to fully melt. Okay, so I have added in my aloe vera powder. I am going to be adding my neem leaves powder now. Okay, so I will just stir. If you feel the powders are not, incorporating well, you can use your stick blender. But there is no point in using a stick blender now. You would want to use a stick blender when you have added in your xanthan gum to the mixture. Okay, so the next I'll be adding is my turmeric powder. And the next I'll be adding is my licorice root powder. Okay, so the next I'll be adding is my cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg powder. I'm just going to be using half of this. I'm not using all for this formulation. Okay, don't worry, it is not too much. If you feel it's too much for you, you can use 1%, but I am using 2%, which is 6 grams each. So in here, I'm going to pour in my pink powder. Like I said, apart from clearing up blemishes, this is going to act as our foam booster. So I'm just going to stir this in. You can also make this into a paste form if you don't like liquid soap, but when it comes to facial wash, I prefer it in liquid form. So the next I'll be adding is my salicylic acid. Salicylic acid, if you are making your acne treatments, you always need salicylic acid because it helps in fighting acne. It helps to clear up acne, pimples, whatever, you know, issues on the face. Very good for acne. So I'm just going to stir this. You can see even without adding the santan gum, it is getting thick. So in here, I'm just going to stir the mixture of arrow, honey, and my soap oil, that is PKO. So I'm just going to stir. The last thing I'll be adding is my preservative. Okay, so remember, don't forget, I'll still be adding my remaining liquid soap. I will have to transfer this into a bigger bowl, but before I do that, I'm going to quickly dissolve my santan gum. Okay, so here is my black soap. I increased the measurement to 1000 ml of liquid black soap. So for 1000 ml, you use 16 grams of your botanical powders. Okay, so here I have dissolved my what was it called, santan gum. You can also use guar gum. I dissolved this with glycerin. You don't need to pour it directly to your soap. If not, it is going to be lumpy, and a little goes a long way. So you don't need too much of santan gum, unless of course you want your formulation to be very thick. So immediately you pour it, you might not notice any thickness, but keep on checking it, you know. After every 30 minutes, come and check. You'll see that the thickness will keep on increasing. That is how santan gum works. So I'm just going to stir this. You can use your stick blender to blend to make it smooth. But after mixing, if you don't want to blend, just leave it. Everything is going to dissolve and incorporate well. If you are pouring this into a gallon, you know, you can just shake it up and everything will be mixed in properly. There is no need for me to still blend this. You can see it's already getting thick. After a while, you are going to see that the thickness is going to increase. Okay, so guys, here is the final outcome of my Pimples facial wash. Like I said earlier, this facial wash is not just for the face. You can use it for the whole body. It's not just for pimples. You can use it in washing your hair if you have dandruff, if you have eczema, psoriasis, whatever you have, rashes, any skin irritations. This soap is for you. It is going to help to fade it off. But this soap, I made it specially for pimples. So if you have pimples, please try this soap. If you can't try it, if you want to buy from me, hit me up on WhatsApp. Apart from my pro mixing ebook, I also have an organic mixing ebook, and I'm selling it on a discount rate. So if you are interested, you hit me up on WhatsApp. I'll be leaving my WhatsApp number under the description link. So thumbs up if you like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And like I said, a little of xanthan gum goes a long way. For this 1000 ml of formulation, I used 2 tablespoons of xanthan gum, which I think is too much. At times when you add in the xanthan gum, it is not going to thicken immediately. It is going to take a little bit of while for it to thicken up. So once you add it and you find out that it's not thickening, just relax, give it some time. It is going to thicken up. If you add too much, then you are going to get a very thick, you know, consistency. Depends on how the consistency you want your formulation to be. So thank you guys. See you next time. Bye.